Beth asks if her son is ready for the surprise. He replies yes, he's ready. Excitedly, the mother says surprise. Saemon looks at the scene in front of him and suddenly becomes breathless. He can't believe what he sees in front of him. He approaches the car and is amazed. He observes the car, he's mesmerized. This is the car he has dreamed of having so much. Beth says it's not that, but Saemon asks his mother to let him enjoy the present for a while. He observes every detail of the car while imagining it's his. A policewoman appears and orders him to take his hands off the car because it's a special gift. She asks him to leave soon, or she will have to force him to leave. Saemon doesn't understand what's happening there and asks his mother what's going on. Is she playing a trick on him? He doesn't understand. Beth feels sorry but tells her son that the car isn't for him. Saemon is shocked and disappointed to hear this. His mother tells him that the surprise is right beside him. Saemon looks to the side and for the first time notices what awaits him. He is outraged. He can't believe his mother is doing this to him. How could she be so stingy? How could she? He is her only son. He deserved something better. He feels ashamed to be her son. Beth asks him to have more respect and not be ignorant. She raised him. Beth apologizes to the police officer for what happened. The policewoman leaves a piece of advice with Saemon, never to forget where he came from. People like him can end up very badly in life. He must be careful. The policewoman says goodbye and drives away with the car. Beth tries to talk to her son, calling him dear, but this annoys him. He says he doesn't want her to treat him like that. Now he is Dr. Saemon to everyone. His mother understands. Saemon asks what's going on in his mother's mind. Giving him a baby and a clown as a gift? What is he going to do with that? His mother will see what he will do with that. He angrily grabs his things and destroys everything he can. Beth asks him to stop. She can explain why she's giving him this as a gift. She asks if he remembers when he went abroad to study, when he told her he wanted to have a good profession. She asks if he remembers when he said he wanted to start a family with the woman he loved, Myra. Saemon remembers Myra. How could he forget? Saemon tells his mother that today he has graduated, has a good profession, is a completely different person. He would never stay with someone like Myra. He deserves better than just starting a family with Myra. He wouldn't stay with her even if she were the last woman on earth. His mother shouldn't say that even as a joke. His mother says it's not a joke. Myra gave him something he really wanted. Saemon doesn't want to know. Myra is someone without prospects, who has nothing in life. She doesn't deserve someone as successful as him, with a bright future ahead. Myra is just a cleaner and doesn't come close to what he is today. Saemon asks his mother to understand that he doesn't want to be with Myra. He doesn't even want to be near her. He's not interested in her. He doesn't want her around. Beth warns her son to be careful what he says. Myra was with him in the best and worst moments. She loves him. Saemon doesn't care about that. Myra is in his past, and his mother needs to understand that. If she appears in his life again, he will reject her. He's not interested in her anymore, and his mother needs to understand that. The clown removes the costume and asks Saemon, please, to say that everything he just said is a lie. Saemon is shocked to realize who the clown is. Beth asks what Myra is doing there. She had said she couldn't come, and that's why she hired a clown to replace her. Beth doesn't understand why Myra asked her to go alone with her granddaughter. Myra explains that she wanted to surprise him. They have a daughter. What she never imagined was that she would hear all the cruel words that came out of his mouth. Myra explains that when he went to study, she found out she was pregnant, and the only person who knew was Beth. She didn't say anything to avoid worrying him. He was studying abroad, so focused, she didn't want to worry him, just wanted him to fulfill his dreams. Beth confirms everything Myra said. She witnessed all the effort and sacrifice Myra made to help him. Beth confesses that it wasn't her who paid for his studies. Beth explains that she is a farmer from the countryside, wouldn't have money to pay for his studies. It was Myra who sold some land she had to help him, so he could study and get to where he is today. Beth is ashamed. She apologizes to Myra for all this. She didn't imagine Simon would react like this and asks for forgiveness. Apparently, she didn't raise him well. She's a terrible mother. Myra says that Beth doesn't need to apologize for her son. Simon has become a selfish person, but Beth has always treated her very well, has always been like a mother to her. Myra is very sad. A car approaches. The policewoman reappears, saying she can't wait anymore, she needs to deliver the order. Myra says it's not worth delivering something valuable to someone who doesn't deserve it. The policewoman says she needs to go. Before leaving, she asks if Simon remembers the advice she gave him. She warned him. Simon apologizes for everything. He says he didn't mean those things for real, asks her to give him a chance to talk. Myra says she can forgive him, she'll understand if he doesn't love her anymore and doesn't want to be with her, but now it's she who wants nothing to do with him. As for the baby, he doesn't need to worry, she took care of their daughter until now, so she can continue alone. She understands he's not ready to be a father at the moment. Simon asks her not to do that, not to take his daughter away, they can talk, try to work things out. He asks Myra for a chance to try to fix all this. He said everything in the heat of the moment, it wasn't entirely true. His daughter deserves a father. He is a worthy man, promises to try to improve, to repay everything she did for him. Myra says he doesn't need to worry, she and their daughter will be fine. She just hopes he finds the ideal woman for him, who is on the same level as him, because she is not that woman. Simon asks her not to do that, to please stay, but she says goodbye and leaves. Simon asks Myra to wait, but his mother stops him from going after her. Simon doesn't know what to do now. He lost an incredible woman and a beautiful daughter. How could he hurt such a wonderful person like Myra, with such a good heart? Now it's too late.